Hey, okay, so I'm ready. Okay, the book that I'm reading is called Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls by Lynn Weingarten, and this is a very good book. So, the two main characters in the entire book are June and Delia. So Delia is this very bold, flirtatious, outgoing girl who is very live in the moment. She does not think of her consequences as a result of her actions. She's just very YOLO, go-getter. She just wants to live her one life to the fullest, and she doesn't want to be kept down by any other obstacles. And she's also her mother tries to be loving towards her, but she's caught in an abusive relationship with with Delia's stepfather, and that's a very big thing to note throughout the entire story, is that Delia does have an abusive stepfather. And June, on the other hand, is very different than Delia. She's very reserved. She's not necessarily more quiet, but she definitely thinks things through. She keeps most of her thoughts to herself. She just is trying to live life very cautionary. And that's very different than how Delia is. And June also does have an alcoholic mom who she has to take care of most of the time. And these two girls, they really do complement each other with their personalities. They both can balance each other out. And so the book starts off with talking about how they're not on good terms at the moment. They have not been on good terms for the last year. And later on in the book, you will figure out why. But where the book starts, you do not know why. And so later on in the book, you also figure out that they've been friends for almost 6 years. So best friends, actually. And so that's very shocking that they have not been on good terms in the past year. And so after Christmas break, June comes back to school and she figures out that Delia has committed suicide. And this obviously hits her very hard. She feels very guilty that she hasn't talked to her in a while. And she goes to her boyfriend Ryan for comfort. And Ryan he comes from a very wealthy family. He's very popular, very known, very athletic-y. And he's also very depicted as a very caring and nice, kind boyfriend to June. And one thing that does change as the story does evolve is that everything is not how it seems. As June starts to dive deeper into why and how Delia killed herself, she starts to figure out that perhaps it wasn't Delia that killed herself. Maybe it was a murder. And so with help from many other people in the book, she does start to unravel a story about what could have happened to Delia. And you really just figure out that not everything is as it seems. And everything that is depicted of somebody is the complete opposite. And two main themes that I think are very important throughout this entire book are loyalty and friendship, and just never giving up on somebody ever. And you should always be there for the people that you love. And my quote that I picked for this book was actually the very last sentence of the book. It is this one. Okay. It is. Give me a second. Okay. It is. This girl was going to change everything, and she would never ever let her go. And in that context, it does not seem like it makes a lot of sense, but once you read the book, you will really see how that one quote really sets the tone for the entire story as it goes on. And so, that's my book, and you should read it. Miss Russo, you should read it. I know you have 5 books on your list, but you should read them. Eye contact.